Hi everyone, today is January 28th, so it will be less than 1 week left before my summer class started. So to reduce my workload for next semester, I decided to sign up for a summer class, intensive for 2 weeks, and the subject is ZEMCH Sustainable Design Workshop. So it's a compact 2 weeks design workshop, and we have to present our design proposal at the 3rd week later on. So the interesting thing is my class will start early February next week, specifically on the 3rd of February, but our module materials is given 1 week earlier, so we have a book that we have to read. Initially, I thought I can cover it in just a few days, maybe 2 or 3 days, but the book is 200 page long and the content is pretty heavy, so I decided to break it up into a few pages. The few things that I have to do to prepare for my summer class is install some software, read the study materials, and then actually plan for my assessment, because there are some group assessment that will be presented in class, including some exam after the class. This is something that I usually do before my semester begin, even since undergrad, is to cover as much as I can before the class started, because when the class started, so only all of it that are left is application, so applying the knowledge that I have into my design proposal or any assignment that was given to me. The reality of architecture student, summer break is almost over. Since today is the first day of self-studying, the goal is to finish chapter 1, and if I get to finish this chapter, then I can do other thing. I plan to finish early so that I can go on a walk today. Hopefully it's a productive day. Hi Bert. Okay, testing 1, 2, 3. I have just finished my reading for today. So currently I'm taking a break at the Royal Botanic Park. I can't believe that summer is almost ending. It's going to be autumn soon. So let's just enjoy the nice weather for today since it's not too hot. Today is the second day of reading or studying the ZEMCH book. Today I'm planning to finish chapter 2 and chapter 3. Since we have around 1 week before the class officially start, I think by the end of the week I can finish all 10 chapters if I keep on doing 2 chapters, and I can also focus more on what the chapters are talking about, comparing to pushing through all 10 chapters in 2 or 1 day. I've just finished reading chapter 2 and chapter 3. So chapter 2 is kind of an introduction of mass production housing. So what are the introduction, what are the definition, what are some of the historical development where the term mass production housing come from, and also what are the public perception of mass housing, why does it work, why does it doesn't work for the public, and why we actually need mass housing in sustainable development. So chapter 3 of the book talk about prefabrication. So to be able to have a sustainable construction system, I guess prefabrication is one of the solution that can speed up the construction process, and by truly optimizing the system, it can also make the construction process more sustainable. They also talk about the different type of prefabrication, from smaller size of component to big volumetric panels or boxes that can be plug and play, like housing that you can see nowadays. So yeah, good introduction of the topic. I guess it's a good reading. Right now it's almost lunch time. This evening there's going to be an inspection at 2:30, so I have to prepare my food quickly, so when the person coming in for inspection and looking in my room, the house won't smell like food too bad. So yeah, let's have lunch. Ever since I started living in Melbourne and cooking all for myself, I tend to cook 2 or 3 days in advance. So the next 3 days, I just have to heat up what I cook. For example, in the oven for the chicken, and just microwave some of the rice that I have. Right now, I'm at Flagstaff Garden. Today, the weather is super nice. It's 6:59 p.m. already, but since it's summer, so the sky is still bright. Usually, Maghrib will be around 8:30, 8:30, around that time. So I have like around 1 hour before the sky starts to get dark. So the weather has been nice this past few days. It feels like spring and not summer. But unfortunately, on the 3rd of February, which is my first day of class, the temperature will be more than 30 degrees, which feels so hot. Right now, I'm writing my next YouTube videos script, trying to brainstorm before trying to organize my points and everything. The plan topic is my 5 big tips before applying for Yayasan Hazanah scholarship. Maybe I'll post this video a bit later, like when the scholarship actually opens. Then it makes sense around to post the video around that theme. I'm trying to post at least 2 more videos before my summer class starts, because by the time my class actually starts, I won't have a lot of time to spend on thinking about YouTube video. Yeah, preparation for class today. Today is the 3rd day of me preparing for my summer class next week. So the goals for today is to study for chapter 4 and chapter 5. So the topic for chapter 4 and chapter 5 is quite similar. It's about mass customization and mass personalization. So usually they will try to identify what are the correct definition of mass customization and why does it matter in the construction industry, and how can it helps to make the construction system more sustainable. So right now it's 4:29 p.m. and I started a bit late today because I tried to settle something at the post office today. Since I'm applying for volunteer work, a lot of the volunteer program require us to have a working with children check, or WWCC. So they need to check our background before we are allowed to do any volunteer program that is related to children. Today is 1st of February 2025, so only 2 days left before my summer class starts. So usually at the beginning of each month, I will refresh my bank account. So all the excess that I have from the previous month will be transferred to my savings account, and I will start fresh with what my budget is for the next month. Today's goal is to buy some groceries from Aldi because that's the cheapest option, and also maybe go to the pharmacy to buy some vitamins later on. 2 days left before summer class starts. Okay, just finished for today's shopping. So the next thing would be to clean the house before other housemate return home from work. Okay, let's see what we buy today. So the total for groceries this week is $31.07. Since my target for 2025 is to try and reduce my groceries to $200 each month. So my budget for each week should be around $50. So right now, this week I've spent $31.07. That's not bad. I still have room for other things when other things run out this week. Now let's cook some corn and maybe heat up some rice for today's lunch. I forgot that I have to buy vitamins at the pharmacy today, so we have to go out for a bit to Chemist Warehouse to buy some supplements.